guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. As you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be kind of like a battle type video. I have both my Tatcha, the silk canvas here in front of me, as well as this e.l.f. poreless putty primer. I have heard from many people that these two are supposedly dupes, so I thought why not sit down and put them to the test, kind of do a side-by-side comparison of them. I'm going to be applying the e.l.f. on one side of the face and the Tatcha on the other, and wearing it throughout the whole day to see if they are truly dupes, because if they are, that would be awesome. Like this e.l.f. one I think is like maybe 10% of the price of this one, so if they are dupes, that would be amazing. This Tatcha one is one of my absolute favorite primers. I've used it so much. I usually use it in combination with other primers. I love it. It kind of creates a nice kind of shield between your skin and your makeup. I've experienced less acne since using this and everything like that, so I love it so much. And I am on my last bits of it, as you can see right here. I am planning on getting a new one pretty soon here once I finish this up. So if you want to see me test out this e.l.f. primer and put it to the ultimate test and comparing it to a very high-end product, just keep on watching. Alright, so I just pulled you guys in a bit closer so we can really test out these products. So I am going to be doing the e.l.f. on one side and the Tatcha on the other. Let's just open up both here and take a look at the consistency. So here's the e.l.f. poreless putty primer. It's supposed to be a universal sheer color. And right off the bat, the colors of these are really similar. I know my Tatcha one is almost out, but you can see the color is identical. Like both of them are this rosy light pink shade. Now let's do a quick swatch. So I'm going to take a bit of my Tatcha there, and then we're going to dip into this e.l.f. one. And I haven't actually watched any reviews to see if they are dupes or not. Alright, so you can see the color, very similar. I will say right off the bat, the e.l.f. one is not as stiff. It feels more like a cream, whereas the Tatcha one is a little thicker in consistency. But I mean, it's hard to tell, but pretty similar other than that. So the Tatcha one I'd say has more of a white cast to it, and you have to work it in more because it is thicker, whereas the e.l.f. one blended out kind of smoother. But we will see how they apply on the skin. So I'm going to take the Tatcha first, taking about a pea-sized amount there, and I'm gonna go on this half of my face. I took a bit too much because usually I use that much for my whole face, but that's okay. Really pressing it into my pores. This does a really good job at like creating a really nice base for your skin. And now let's do the e.l.f. on the other side. So I'm going to take about the same amount of product. And blend it out. Yeah, so I will say this is easier to blend out. Feels more like a cream rather than a putty, I will say that. Blend it out really nicely. Alright. Feeling wise, they feel kind of the same on my skin. Like one's not tackier than the other, one's not creamier than the other, and my skin doesn't feel any more hydrated on one side or the other. I am noticing, looking in the mirror here, this side my pores are a little bit smaller and like more blurred compared to this side. So let's just take a little bit more of that e.l.f. one. Just a tad bit more. I'm just gonna press it right in this section. Just really pressing it into the skin. I'm seeing the similarities right now. I do want to put on foundation and concealer and do my whole face makeup to really see how everything applies, because it's kind of hard to tell when it's just on your skin. I kind of need to see with the rest of my makeup on. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup look, and I will be right back to kind of discuss how it all applied and everything like that. Alright, so I am back. My makeup is done. I just did winged liner, some light eyeshadow, nude lip, and full glam on the skin. And I didn't find that my makeup applied like better on one side or the other. So I'm looking at my makeup now in the mirror. And I will say this side does look a little bit smoother to me right now. Like right in this area. This is the Tatcha primer side. Just find it's a little smoother, whereas this side you can still see like some of my pores and stuff. And same thing right here. I have some pores here, whereas here it's pretty smooth, but not really seeing a difference anywhere else. And what's really interesting is my nose is actually a bit smoother over here. So really similar actually. Like both sides are seeming pretty similar to me. The only really difference I can see is I can just see a bit more pores right here and right here, and this side's a little more blurred out, but we'll see as my makeup keeps wearing throughout the day. It kind of changes how your makeup sits on your skin and everything like that. Alright guys, so far I am seeing some similarities as well as some differences between these primers. I do think consistency wise there is a difference. The Tatcha one is a lot thicker in consistency and this one is a lot creamier. When they apply on the skin, the e.l.f. one is a lot easier to blend out. Tatcha, you really have to work it in more. I did see that this one blurred out my pores a little bit more here, and even when I applied my makeup, I mean, makeup didn't apply differently. I found that my makeup applied the same on both sides. It's just looking in the mirror now, this side is a little bit smoother in this cheek region right here, but other than that I can't tell a huge difference. So that's kind of my verdict right now on these. Of course I'm going to keep wearing it throughout the day, do check-ins, everything like that, take you guys along with me, and to see if this e.l.f. primer is really a dupe for the Tatcha. So I will see you guys later. Alright guys, so I'm just in my car right now actually, and I was just looking at my makeup in the mirror, in the car mirror. I always can like tell better, I feel like, in the mirror in my car for some reason, and like pretty similar honestly on both sides. I feel like if I was just looking at my makeup I wouldn't really be able to tell a huge difference. If I look really close I can tell that this side's a little more matte right here and this side has a little bit more of a sheen to it, but it is a tiny bit smoother over here, but not a huge difference. As I said, I've been wearing my makeup for about an hour now, and it kind of has settled into my skin, and it's not like as big as a difference between like the pores. I will say I'm getting a little oily on my eyebrow here, but definitely not here. So that's kind of like the 1 hour check-in, and I will see you guys later. Alright guys, so I'm back in my car. I just finished work. It's currently 4:31, and when I started this video it was 10:15 I think, so I've been wearing my makeup for quite a few hours, and let me tell you guys, I am so impressed. My makeup now literally looks identical on both sides. I can't really tell a difference. I have the same amount of like oil peeking through on my forehead on both sides. My pores look nice and smooth on both sides. The makeup on my chin is the same, my nose, everything like that. So it's looking really good on both sides actually. I'm so impressed that the e.l.f. one is keeping up with the Tatcha so far, and the price difference is crazy, and the fact that they're kind of performing the same is really insane to me. I'm interested to see how my makeup keeps wearing throughout the day, to see if, you know, once we hit like the 12-hour mark and everything like that, how my makeup will look. So I'll see you guys in a couple hours. So look at both sides of my face and tell me which side you think looks better, like my face makeup.
It looks the same.
Like it looks exactly the same to you. Does any side look smoother than the other?
No.
This side is like a $70 primer.
Okay.
This side's like an $8 primer.
I'm a guy, I wouldn't see that stuff.
Well, I asked mom the same thing and she couldn't see a difference either. So far, I'm so impressed because literally it looks flawless on both sides. My mom actually said this side, the e.l.f. side, looks better. Like it looks smoother right now, like right here, rather than this side. So that's kind of insane to me. The e.l.f. primer is actually doing really well, and it's performing almost the same as the Tatcha one so far. So it is a 5:30 guys. I just showed you my brother's kind of thoughts, and my mom actually said the same thing. She said that this side she actually likes how it looks more. She said it looks a lot smoother, and on this side she can kind of see more pores, which is really interesting because this side is the e.l.f. side. Right now I'm just gonna grab some of my Coty Airspun powder on a dry sponge real quick. I'm just gonna kind of set on my face, just touch up my makeup. I always like to do this after, you know, like the 8-hour-ish mark, because when I get close to like 8 hours of wearing my makeup, it always starts to get a little bit oily no matter what I'm wearing, but it's not breaking up or anything, so that's good. So I'm just touching it up with some powder. And looking in the mirror, both sides touched up really nicely. I'm not seeing that one looks better than the other or one looks more flawless than the other. I really have to say they kind of look identical, which I am just, my mind is blown by that. I didn't think, you know, I thought maybe they'll be dupes, but I didn't think my skin would literally look identical, so I'm kind of so shocked by that, because I literally cannot really tell a difference. Even like my smile line, exact same. The same amount of wearing around my nose. Right here, same thing. Same on my chin, same between my eyebrows. This is crazy. I'm gonna keep wearing this. As I said, it's almost 6 o'clock right now. I'm gonna keep wearing this into the night, and then I will see you guys later. Hey guys, so I'm actually home right now. Just got home. It is currently 12:30, so it's been about 14 hours since I first applied the makeup, and honestly, I am looking in the mirror right now and I don't really see much of a difference between this side of my skin and this side. Same amount of wearing around my nose, on my chin. My pores are like the same on both sides, and my makeup actually didn't get that oily, which with the Tatcha primer I know it usually doesn't, but I'm really impressed by the e.l.f. one because it didn't get oily either. They're really identical. So honestly, I feel like the final verdict is I would totally call these two dupes. I would say that if you are interested in the Tatcha primer but don't feel like spending that much on it, definitely go with the e.l.f. one. I mean, I love my Tatcha, but you guys already know that here on my channel I love talking about affordable drugstore options that perform like high-end products. I love finding new affordable options that you can use and still get really flawless and great looking makeup. The fact that this is around $8 and performed to the extent of a like $70 primer, I don't have words. That is amazing. So these are definitely dupes. I highly recommend this e.l.f. one, and I definitely am going to keep using it. I really like how it performed today, and I definitely need to kind of cycle it into my regular rotation of makeup items because it did such a good job today, and compared to this, they're like the same thing. So that was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of test video. I recently did one like this on the Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Killing Primer, so if you haven't seen that, I'll link that down below for you guys to watch. But I love doing these test out videos. I think they're super fun to see, you know, how things wear and side-by-side comparisons, and especially when we're going like super affordable to very high-end brands and we're comparing how they wear and how they look on the skin. So if you guys want to see more of these videos, let me know down below in the comments, as well as make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on my post notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a new video. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day or night whenever you're watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.